Good morning, guys. So it is week 3. We are back in building, but it's a little weird since it's our first week back. They're doing that kind of half the students on campus at a time. So honestly, I'm only going to see each of you that are face-to-face once this week. So that's going to make things a little bit interesting. But you do still have several things done, and I want to discuss how some of the things are kind of altered and switched up for you guys. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that I can walk you through a few things. Okay, so thing number 1, this is our class schedule for this week. So today we have even classes for students that are L through Z. Tomorrow is going to be even classes for students that are A through K. Thursday will be odd L through Z. And Friday will be odd A through K. Now, the thing that you need to keep in mind about that is that even though you're only technically in class, like physically in class, once this week, you're expected to work from home one day this week too. So it's still like you have 2 class periods. However, since things are a little weird, this is what I am going to do is instead of you being expected to complete 3 hours of work this week, you're only going to have to do 2 hours of work this week. And that's why. It's because it's a weird week. Monday was a holiday. And there's just a lot of different stuff going on. So all you're going to be required to show when you submit your work this week is that you've put about 2 hours worth of work into whatever it is you're working on. That goes super fast. If you did your tab sketch notes last week, that took you about an hour. So this week, what you're doing is you're choosing your next project. So you're either going to be doing your art history, which if you do the art history spread and you're doing the research and you're doing the drawing and all of that, it's going to take you about 2 hours. If you're doing the visual arts journal, you're going to spend about 2 hours on that. If you're doing the artist's way, 15 minutes of that is just your writing. So 2 hours goes really fast, especially when you're making art, but that's all you're expected to put into it for this week. So we'll talk about that just a little bit more. But what I need to show you guys is I'm going to have these checklists like you see right here every week. And so you will be able to see what's going on right there and what you need to do. So this first thing that's on your checklist right here is just this digital learning check-in quiz. So if you go to your Canvas course page, okay, and you click over here on modules, the first thing that's going to pop up on your modules is this digital learning check-in right here. It's open until this Friday. It's not a grade, but it's really important that you guys go and do that because we have to give this information to our administration. So that way other teachers will know the same kind of stuff. Are you having internet connectivity problems at home? Do you have a reliable Chromebook? Do you need a Chromebook? All that kind of stuff. Doesn't take just a second. So first thing I want you to do this week, click on that link and go ahead and do your digital check-in. Then the next thing that's on your checklist here is to attach a rubric to your journal. So if you're coming into the building face-to-face, I've printed out the rubrics for you. You're going to literally put them in your journal so you have them to refer back to. If you're at home, you're going to need to print that out. It is also in your modules, and it's under the submission for this week. So print that out, add it to your journal so that you can have it to refer back to, because it's going to be very important that you know what's expected of you and how you are being graded each week. The other thing too is some of you are still having trouble with this. Whenever you go to submit your stuff and you go to submit things, it's going to say quiz at the bottom. When you click on that quiz, that's where you're going to be uploading your stuff because it's not just the upload. It's also telling us what you did. So like the first question every single week is going to be, did you do the art history spread this week or did you do a choice artwork? Okay. If you did do a choice artwork, what did you work on? Were you working on, like, I've had 2 students that have already said, hey, I got an idea of something I want to do. So I've already sent them the base information of how you write a proposal for your artwork. That proposal will take you this week to do. You probably spend about 2 hours working on a proposal as well. But if you're trying to create a proposal for your own artwork, you've got a lot of information you're going to have to give me to show me that you've put a lot of thought into what you're doing and it's something that's going to be feasible for you to do. Okay. So All of that will go here. What did you do this week? If you did the art history, great. If not, tell me more about what you did. Then the third question is where you upload a photo of what you accomplished. So if it's your art history spread, then it is a clear photo of your art history spread. If it is your proposal, it is a clear photo of what you've accomplished as far as working on your proposal goes. If it's where you're starting a piece, whatever it is, that's what you're uploading here. And then question floor is your reflection. So your reflection is going to either be handwritten or it's going to be your video reflection. I'm good with either one, either handwritten or a video reflection. Can't be typed, but it can be handwritten or video recording, okay? So that's how you're gonna submit your stuff. You have to click on that quiz button down at the bottom to be able to actually access all that. Now, the other thing too that I want to show you is some of you may have already noticed that I've updated your front page of your Canvas pages. So there will be a link right here for each week that you can just click on straight here and it will take you to week 3. Start here. Next week, it'll take you straight to week 4. So there will be a link right there on your cover to where you need to go. But then also what I've added is your calendar. So within this calendar are also links. So all of these are hyperlinks as well. So this is week 3, today's the 19th. If you click here, it's going to take you that same start here page. And this is just a reminder that your stuff's due every weekend. So you can click here and that'll take you to the submit page for this week. Okay. When you go to the start here page, whether you go through modules or you go through one of the links, make sure you always watch the videos. We talk a lot in this video about what exactly is on that rubric. And then also you're going to have your options. So this week, your art history option is just an overview of contemporary art. If you click on this, it takes you to the direction page for that. If you click on this one, it's going to take you to the choice boards page where you have a lot of different options you can work from. When you click on the choice boards page and it takes you over here, this is where there will be a link to get to the guidelines for creating your own proposal. It's not there yet. Hopefully it'll be there by the end of the day. We'll see what happens. But otherwise, every single one of these links you to another board. So depending on what you're wanting to focus on, you click on those. Notice what it says right here. I'm building this. So there's links in there. Some of them are better than others. So like if you go to the art journaling page, there's not a lot of images yet that go with it, but there are links that take you to the different things. Circle journals is something I'm working on right now. Your scrapbooks, y'all done 5 universal shapes before, you know how that works. And the first 2 installments of The Artist Way are also on here too. And then there's some more advanced stuff. So you can click around these. Don't spend too much time. Kind of have an idea where you want to go because you don't want to get lost down the rabbit hole, which is very easy to do with this. Collage, I've put a little bit more time into as far as getting it set up. So this is what your pages will, your choice boards will all end up looking like when I'm done. So balanced paper collage, this is an example of what you would be doing when you are finished. It also tells you how long is allotted for each one of these projects. Non-objective design collage, this is kind of what it'll look like when you're finished. The art history next week is Kara Walker, who does these silhouettes about social issues. So there's also a link in the art history for next week back to this collage piece where you're working on silhouettes, no-tans. And then there's 4 more down here that I haven't built the pages for yet, but there are links to assignments through another website on there. So that just kind of shows you how you navigate through your choice boards. And then if you're, whatever you're working on, then you're just going to submit it at the end of each week. Okay. So on your checkboard, let's go back to that checkboard really quick. Do your quiz, attach your journal, choose what you're working on. One of the things about tab is you have to be decisive. You think and then you decide. So you think about what would you be interested in doing, make a decision. Don't spend too long going, oh, I couldn't figure out what to do. You'll get a 0. You've got to show evidence of work. So decide what you're going to work on. Choose your assignment. Work for a minimum of 2 hours this week. Like I said, 2 hours goes super, super fast. Then at the end, you're going to go through that quiz to turn it in a quality image of your progress and then a well thought out reflection. That's it. It's really, really easy, and it's just going to help keep you accountable when you have to reflect. So you don't have to have a finished project every week, but you have to have a good reflection every week. Okay. So if you guys have any questions about anything, do not hesitate to email me if you're home. If you're in the building, we can talk about it. Do not wait till the end of the week to try to do this all at one time, because then you run into problems and you got to manage your time. You got to get things set up and get things done early in the week. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I miss you. I hope I see most of you this week. Otherwise, take care, stay warm, and I will see you all soon. Okay. Bye-bye.